Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pagan Arsenal. We are continuing our AR-10 build, and what we are doing today is turning this into a complete AR-10 upper. So, we're going to jump right into that. First thing we got to do is we got to get this thing secure in the vise. Alright, so we got our upper receiver tucked into the vise here. Once again, I got my helping hands in here. Now, we're going to take our barrel, coat it with some of this stuff. This is some copper anti-seize. This is just gonna, if I decide to change out this barrel later, this will help it come right on out. Don't necessarily need that much, but you know, better safe than sorry. There we go. See? Yeah, didn't need that much. We'll just wipe off the excess. Alright. Next is we are going to be taking this little ring. Oh, come on. This little ring, dropping it. Oh! It's a bunch of little rings. Down in there. That's where those go. Now, take some of this, some white lithium grease. This starts threading onto here. Now, the thing about this is, there's two things you can do. You could just take your armorer's wrench. Oh, poo. Ah. That wasn't what we wanted. Alright, so you could just take your armorer's wrench and you could just start cranking down on this until it's good and tight. Since all the pressure is contained here, we're not doing that. What we are doing is we're going to torque this sucker down until it is torqued down right at, oh come on, 40 foot-pounds. See? Right there. Oh, cool. All right, we're there. So, looks like good and tight was almost good enough. All right, moving on. All right, you see now we have an assortment of small parts laid out. What we're doing next is we are going to be doing our gas block and our gas tube. And with our gas tube comes this itty bitty little roll pin that I'm going to take the utmost care not to lose because I've only got one. All right, there's that. Now, we're going to roll this around. Okay, so gas tube goes there. Lined up just like that. Awesome. Now, for your gas block, you're going to look at it and you're going to see, which side goes toward the receiver. Once you have that figured out, you're golden. Then you're going to shove it in there. Once you have it lined up for the roll pin, Just stick that roll pin in there. Ah. No. Alright. I'm going to get this in there. I'm not going to make you watch me struggle. Alright, so we have got our roll pin installed for our gas tube and our gas block. Next step is lining it up and sliding it on. We then check our alignment. Alright. Everything looks good. Now when you check this thing, there should be just a little bit of play to either side, up and down. Next we are going to actually take our lock screws out. I'm going to back them out just a bit. And we're going to dab on a little bit of Loctite. That's going to help keep these from backing out during firing. I do not have an adjustable gas block. Some of these are adjustable, but yeah. They've got all these Allen keys up here for tuning the amount of gas that goes through. It's interesting, but I don't have one. So, the next bit is installing this really nifty M-LOK handguard. Just sliding it on over our fore end, matching it up to back here. Got our bag of screws. Oh, crap. I will be right back. I'm going to go make sure I've got a set of these. And I do! I thought I didn't, but I do. And it's even the size that I need. So, basically what's going on is we're going to go around and install all 8 of these little screws for our handguard. Alright, so we're going to set this back up in the vise, and I think next thing we're going to work on is getting our muzzle brake installed. Alright, next bit we're going to do is we're going to be installing our flash hider. Now, for the crush washer, you're going to put the beveled end out toward the muzzle. Out facing, yeah, facing the muzzle. We are going to put some Loctite on this as well. Yeah. All right. Next, we're sticking all the small bits to the back here. All right, guys. So I done goofed a little bit. I forgot that this dust port cover, this ejection port cover, dust cover, is supposed to go on before pretty much this entire front end of the receiver. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix that. Now, if I can remember which way. Okay. Now, this rod is going to slide in right there. It's going to go till it's flush. Now, we're going to have to apply a little bit of tension to the spring. We're going to, okay, the long leg is going to go this way. And we're going to twist it around. We're going to hold on to the short leg. That's going to give us the tension that we need on the dust port cover. And we're going to keep sliding that rod through until, yeah, until it gets where it needs to be. All right. Yeah. Cool. Now, we're going to come over, we're going to torque this back to where it's got to go. Alright, I don't know if you can really see that, but alright, cool. Now the rest of the upper can go on. We'll do that forward assist last, just because I'm mad. Alright, very last things that we need. We've got our buffer spring that slides in like so. That's going to sit right there against the retaining spring. Then we have, oh man, that's gummed up a little bit. Not much, but just enough. All right, well, in any case, let's see if I can get this whole thing into the shot. We have our charging handle. That's going to slide in, hang out right about there. The bolt, yeah. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Then pop our takedown, pivot springs. Come on. Everything's gonna be really tight. Everything is super snug on this right now. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our complete AR-10. Woo! It's done. Alrighty, folks. That's about it for the AR-10. I've got one more video, just kind of a couple of side notes, you know, lubrication and, you know, checking headspace, things like that. But a couple of things with this last video. The three little rings, those are the shims for the lock nut. That allows you to kind of adjust where that nut's going, the barrel nut. It allows you to sit exactly where you want it to. And then I lost the footage for installing the forward assist. That's not a big deal. You put the spring over the thing and you put it in there, and you put either, mine came with a threaded Allen pin. A lot of times they'll come with a roll pin. Not a big deal. You put that in there. I just want to give a big shout out to the 40 odd people that have subscribed in the last week. Thank you guys. I didn't think I was going to get that much of a response to that post. Like I said, I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing it so that people can have a good reference for projects that they're trying to undertake themselves. I'm trying to do some of the more popular kits, and that's what we're getting into. But I can't get into them quite yet. I'm in the middle of packing up my stuff, getting ready to move. So I'll be getting into those kits when I can. For right now, I've got one more project I'm going to try to get into in my current shop right now. After that, I'm going to be hopping in the truck and getting down to Utah. So, yeah. Other than that, like, share, subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Get grandma to subscribe. Get grandpa to subscribe. Teach your dog how to use your iPad. Get him to subscribe. I'm just trying to make YouTube videos as a reference. There's no money being made here. So far, everything's at my own expense. I've paid for everything. So, if YouTube doesn't like it, then YouTube doesn't like it. I'm just trying to get reference material out there for people to do this safely. If there's nothing out there, if people can't have a guide for how to do it safely, they're going to start doing all kinds of crazy stuff and doing it very unsafely. You know, like JB welding a couple slabs of steel together for a receiver or something like that instead of welding. You know, it's stuff like that. I've seen it. All right, somebody tried to build an HK kit and they used Bondo or JB Weld or something. They tried to seal that receiver together. It doesn't work like that. But so that's the goal here. So yeah, now that I've taken you down 6 different trains of thought, you know, like, share, subscribe. Let's help the channel grow. Make sure that people are doing things safely, doing things at least somewhat the right way. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next video.